Whenever you're ready.
Everett Hartz, section 31.
Boden, Buehler, section 31.
Aiden, Baltes, section 31.
Gracie, Sandroni, section 31.
Okay, folks, so we got various stages.
For a certain amount of time. Essentially what it's supposed to do is it has this moisture sensor here. It'll test the water level, and that runs it through this code over here, which will tell it when to turn the pump on and off through these relays, which are underneath right there. And when the relays turn on, the pump will turn on to pump water into the reservoir and drain it down. And simultaneously, the LED lights that surround this will indicate the water level with a red or green light. And also, there's a fan that gets hooked up to here, and it works the same way as the pump does.
The only way we're able to get the water to pump out is when we place it down below here, creating a different level point. Ready?
So this is the overview of the dashboard. Here we've got the switch for relay 1. This just manually turns it on and off for the pump. Same thing for the fan here. This is just basically refreshes this display, the LCD down here. Humidity gauge is built in on the Arduino, not really relevant to the lab. Moisture value, this takes the reading from the moisture sensor and then displays it here. And the height correlates the two to test the height of the water in the dish, I guess. This is the temperature graph. It shows the temperature reading on the Arduino, also not really relevant to the lab. We have 2 moisture values here. They do the exact same thing. And light intensity is measuring the light sensor on the Arduino. It's also not really relevant to the lab. This is manual controls for the lights, and this is a temperature gauge, which is also the same as the graph.
What is it we needed to say? Seems to be working. We just need to move it down.
The automation is good. The automation of turning the lights on when the water level gets too high works. And when it pumps enough out to turn the lights off, it works. But it can't overcome the amount of pressure, so it needs to be helped to a lower level so that it can pump water out of the tank.
Why did it stop?
It's just verifying. It should run at the end, right? That's huge. Could have possibly happened in the lab. You know, there could be a lot of issues with the code, coding it in. You know, certain copying and pastings, multiple different codes. Could be a lot of connection issues here with the jumpers and certain other cables. You know, this breadboard, there's a lot of pins. Just a lot of possible areas where things could go wrong. Also, the dashboard. A lot of problems with the dashboard that, you know, a lot of these things aren't working. A lot of variables might not be paired properly. There's duplicate things. Just better organization of the dashboard resulted in possible sources of error. And in general, everything is disorganized. You know, there's multiple dashboards, multiple sections of code. We're switching equipment constantly. In order to improve, I'd say, like, generally we just should probably figure out a way to keep everything more organized and pay a lot more attention to detail to everything here. Make sure that the variables are all set, make sure that the code is all set. Also, it would be useful to spend a lot more time in the lab instead of just like 1 hour here, 2 hours here, and like sit down and do everything all at once, because then you have to take everything apart, find all the stuff that you've been working on, put it back together, and there's a lot that can go wrong in between. Yeah.